folks. Coming to you today from Heavy Duty Reviews. This is a review of Black Sabbath, The Mob Rules. Awesome album. As you can see here, I got this album from Pete's Record Retreat in Findlay, Ohio. It comes with the original Warner Brothers anti-static sleeve, inner sleeve, and I got Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell also. It's still in the shrink wrap. It also has a anti-static sleeve, and just an awesome album. Sorry, I had to put it back in its outer sleeve. This is my setup. I have an Audio Technica turntable. It's got all the bells and whistles. I had to take it. I had to put it together myself and everything. But sounds great. Sounds great on this. Coming through this pile 240 amplifier and the custom made speakers. Never mind the mess. But Mob Rules is the second album with Ronnie James Dio, and it is really heavy. Just an awesome Black Sabbath album. One of my favorites. The Evil, Live Evil is what came next. I've also got that one. But it's a great live album from them with Ronnie James Dio. Heaven and Hell was the first 1980 album with Ronnie James Dio, and it's really heavy, really sounds awesome. Every track on both these albums is just awesome. You really can't go wrong with Ronnie James Dio for one, and Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, the whole nine yards. And these albums are all first pressings. Most of my albums are first pressings or special, like Record Club pressings or whatever. I've got an Iron Maiden Live After Death live album, 1985 Record Club pressing on the way. I'll probably review that one Monday when I get it. But for now, this is what I've got to review today. Heaven and Hell has Neon Nights, great song. Walk Away is great. Heaven and Hell is great. Die Young, Children of the Sea is great. Wishing Well, Lady Evil is great. Very heavy. So some very iconic Black Sabbath songs. Falling Off the Edge of the World on Mob Rules, Voodoo, the Mob Rules, great song. The one that we was listening to when started the video. Sign of the Southern Cross, very heavy. E5150 is very, it's an instrumental, but it's very trippy. Slipping Away, Turn Up the Night is great. Country Girl, Over and Over. On this album, we have Vinny Appice on the drums because Bill Ward had a little falling out with Black Sabbath at the time. These things happen. But on Heaven and Hell, it is actually Bill Ward on the drums, Geezer Butler on bass, Tony Iommi on guitar, Ronnie James Dio on vocals. And I'm not here to say that Ronnie James Dio is better than Ozzy. No way, shape, or form. Just different. I've got all the Ozzy albums. All the Black Sabbath albums with Ozzy. I've got a ton of first pressings. That's my dog Vincent. He's a Walker Coonhound mix. I think he's mixed with a different type of coonhound. I can't think of the name of it right now. Trip Hound. So, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy, huh? Yes, you are. Who's a good boy? Okay, but I'll be Reviewing lots and lots of vinyl. Let's go to my vinyl collection. Turn on the light. You know, like, here we have, these aren't in collections. You know, we got, that's not a first pressing. This is a first pressing. Fastway, this is actually a promo album. Fastway, first pressing, still in the shrink for kicks. Walking the Razor Edge, Helix, Ozzy, his newest album. Got it on picture disc for a little bit of Nothing. Ordinary Man is the name of that one. And on the back side I have Cinderella picture disc. I don't have a, well, I have this. This is what the Cinderella picture disc came in, was a picture frame. Got some Y&T, some Metallica, Megadeth. My good buddy Lee Green, shout out to him, sent me the Megadeth picture disc. Y&T, Rock We Trust, Mean Streak, which I think is their best album, besides their live album, Open Fire. There's another Black Sabbath, Rare Breed. They're sort of they sort of sound like Black Sabbath. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. Trick or Treat. This one's still in the shrink. Fastway does the music on that one. Y&T Contagious. Y&T Down for the Count. I like Y&T. There's Raven. It's a live album. It's really good. Some Van Halen, 1984. Black Sabbath Sabotage. Black Sabbath Volume 4. Wasp. My buddy Lee sent me this one too. Wasp, this is a rare single. Animal, F Like a Beast. Wasp Live in the Raw. First pressing, still in the shrink. First pressing of Wasp, The Headless Children, still in the shrink. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. I've got a better copy of that. Dokken. Back for the Attack. Some Sammy Hagar, some Crocus. The Blitz. I got most of these from Pete's Record Retreat. All first pressings. Headhunter. David Lee Roth, Skyscraper. David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile. First pressing, still in the shrink. Van Halen, Collector's Mirror. You know, Sammy Hagar. Some more Sammy. More Sammy. I have a lot of Sammy. Autograph, Loverboy, The Runaways. Their first album. First pressing, of course. Motley Crue, first pressing, Shout the Devil. Quiet Riot. This is a Holland pressing from 1984. Condition Critical. Quiet Riot, Mental Health. I've had this one for ages. Great Right, promo single from 1986, Face the Day. Rat Out of the Cellar. Rat Dancing Undercover. Jimi Hendrix, the best of Jimi Hendrix, great album. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits. Aerosmith Classics Live 2. Aerosmith double album, I paid like $5 for it. Night in the Ruts and Toys in the Attic. Tesla Mechanical Resonance, great first pressing. Aerosmith Live Bootleg, great first pressing. Double Trouble Live, Molly Hatchet. Molly Hatchet Flirting with Disaster, that is actually autographed by the lead singer. Leonard Skinner Golden Platinum. Some Van Halen. Eagles Greatest Hits. ZZ Top. I've got just a lot of heavy records. This is The Doors, LA Woman, I got for my wife. It's got the butterfly label. The Doors, their first album. Great pressings on both of those. Here are my collections of albums, like Judas Priest. Got a lot of Judas Priest, you know. Unleashed in the East, Brutus Steel, Point of Entry, Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, original pressing, still in the shrink with the hype stickers and all that stuff. I've got Scorpions. Let's see, which one is this? Blackout, first pressing. Animal Magnetism, first pressing. Love Drive with the band cover. A little ring wear, and one of my favorite, Worldwide Live, first pressing. Got On Through the Night, Def Leppard. This is one of the oldest records I own. First pressing. This is Def Leppard, High and Dry. It's a special pressing, actually. It's got remixes on it. But it's still from like 1980, what year is this? 1984. So, hang on, I gotta put this up. Let's see, we got first pressing Def Leppard Hysteria. Led Zeppelin 1. It's still in the shrink. It's an after copy. It's the only real not Led Zeppelin I have that's not a first pressing. Got Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 4 first pressings, Houses of the Holy, Physical Graffiti first pressing, Led Zeppelin Song Remains the Same soundtrack first pressing, Led Zeppelin 3 1970 first pressing, Everything Intact Inside. Presents. This is a special music club pressing. In Through the Outdoor, cover C. Here's some Black Sabbath first pressing, 1970. Black Sabbath Paranoid first pressing. Black Sabbath Master of Reality first pressing. Let's see what we got here. Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, Greatest Hits. Ozzy, Collector's Edition, All Live EP, Mr. Crowley. It's got, let's see, what has this got on? It's got You Said It All, Suicide Solution, Mr. Crowley. I'll put that back later. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman, first pressing, 1981. Ozzy Osbourne, Ultimate Sin. We have Black Sabbath, Live Evil. Ozzy, Speak of the Devil. Ozzy, Randy Rhoads Tribute, first pressing. Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, first pressing. I need to get a sleeve for that. Ozzy, first pressing, Bark at the Moon. Ozzy, this is a promo copy of Ozzy Osbourne. No Rest for the Wicked. It's a first pressing. There's the promo sticker. Let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah, Ultimate Sin, first pressing. Let's see here. Where was I at? Oh yeah, Dio, The Last in Line, first pressing. AC/DC, UK import from 76, first pressing. First pressing, Yellow Label, Let There Be Rock, AC/DC. If You Want Blood, first pressing, AC/DC. AC/DC Highway to Hell, 79, first pressing, great album. AC/DC Back in Black, first pressing. AC/DC Let There Be, For Those About to Rock, first pressing, great album. One of my favorite albums of all, AC/DC Live. This is a special collector's edition. It's from 1992. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. This is my good copy from Pete's Record Retreat. Still in the shrink. It's still got the shrink on it. I've, of course, played it. Number of the Beast, Iron Maiden. That's a great copy of that. Van Halen 1. This is a 1978 copy. Van Halen U812, first pressing. Got it from Cheap Thrills Records decades ago for $3.25. Van Halen 2, also from Cheap Thrills Records for $3.25. This one was from Cheap Thrills for $4.25. These are all first pressings, $51.50. I got this one from Pete's Record Retreat, 1982. 1981, Fair Warning, first pressing. Van Halen, 1980, Women and Children First, first pressing. And that's it. That's all the albums I've got. I've got some like spare albums over here, but I'm rebuilding my record collection. I used to have way, way more, but I got laid off, and it's about the time my wife was graduating with her doctorate. And we had to pay like $750 for a cap and gown, a special doctor's hat, and all this other stuff. So I sold my albums for about $1,500. I sold about $1,500 worth anyway, and I'm slowly rebuilding my collection.